Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Are you find it hard to turn your steering wheels while your car is stationary? In this video, we will discuss the causes of various types of noise when turning the steering wheel while stationary. But before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and share this video. We are also going to see the reason for a whining noise when turning the steering wheel while stationary and even why you might notice a grinding noise when turning the steering wheel, and many other noise types like creaking noise when turning the steering wheel while stationary or popping noise when turning the steering wheel. Causes of various types of noise when turning steering wheel while stationary. Any noise coming from your wheel as you turn it can only mean that there is a problem somewhere. As you turn, there should not be any noise from there. The problem might be your car's suspension or the steering system. Turning the wheel is putting a lot of stress on some of the compartments and wearing them out. These signs should not be ignored as they might warn that there is a problem with your vehicle. A steering wheel should not make any noise, whether stationary or not. Normally, it's supposed to run smoothly. However, if there is a problem with the engine or other components, the vehicle will make a different kind of noise. Whining noise when turning the steering wheel while stationary. Sometimes, when you are on your way going out, you may hear a whining noise as you get behind the wheel. After using your belt and lifting off the brakes, you notice your steering is causing a squeaking noise. When this occurs, many reasons may be responsible. Here are some of the most common ones. First of all, it may be a result of low power steering fluid. This affects the sound and feel of your steering, and if the fluid that lubricates the conventional power steering system in a car is low, it will lead to a whining noise that might last for as long as the steering is off-center. This will be so loud, and the only way to eliminate it is to replace the fluid. It may also be that the fluid has been contaminated with dirt or debris, which might be the problem. Another cause of this problem is power steering pump failure. If the problem persists after adding fluid, you need to take it to a mechanic. If the steering component has lost lubrication, it may also cause a squeaking or whining noise when you turn the wheel. This means that the vehicle's seals, ball joints, tie rod, and universal joints need to be properly lubricated. If it dries out, it could cause a screeching or squealing noise. Finally, if your car is making a whining sound when you turn the steering wheel, then the first thing is to check the power steering fluid level and replace or add fluid again. Creaking noise when turning the steering wheel while stationary. A car's suspension and steering wheel are all interconnected in one way. All the car's components must be able to support the car's weight and move in different ways. Some of the things that could cause a creaking noise are: 1. If the car's shocks or struts are worn out, and you notice that fluid is coming out from any side of your shocks, it may have been blown out. 2. If the jounce bushing in front of the strut is dry, it might cause this problem. The dryness will cause a creaking or groaning sound. You may also check your suspension bushings for any damage whatsoever. 3. Tie rods are what connect your steering system so that your wheel will move as you turn the steering wheel. A damaged or spoiled tie rod will cause a creaking noise. 4. The ball joint is responsible for controlling and steering knuckles to adjust car movement. It needs to be well lubricated. Otherwise, this may lead to a creaking sound as you turn the wheel. Grinding noise when turning the steering wheel. It is annoying when you try to turn your wheel, and it keeps making a grinding noise. The main cause of this grinding noise is the low power steering wheel. You need to check the fluid reservoir and add more if you discover that it is low. If a power steering belt is worn out or loose, this may also cause noise. Another good cause is if the wheel bearing is worn or damaged. But this will only happen when the vehicle is on motion. This will lead to the loss of the entire wheel or steering control. Other causes of this sound may be worn out bearings inside the steering column or worn out tie rods. If the CV joint or brake motor is worn out, it may also cause a grinding noise. Clunking noise when turning the steering wheel. When you turn the steering wheel and hear a clunking noise, this may be a result of damaged sway bars. The sway bars are supposed to keep all four tires of a car from leaving the ground as you turn very fast. If you hear a clunking noise, then it is possible the bars are faulty. Broken suspension bushings can make a metal-to-metal clunking noise when you turn the steering wheel. If the wheel goes over bumps by any chance, then the noise will get louder. A broken ball joint can also cause a strange noise from clunking to grinding. The steering wheel makes a rubbing noise when turning. When you try to turn your vehicle, and the steering wheel makes noises, then you should not ignore it. This might be a warning that something is not right with your car. The jounce bushing might be dry and needs to be lubricated. If you try to turn it while it is dry, it will lead to a groaning or rubbing sound. It will only worsen if you do not try to fix the problem. A worn-out steering column bearing can let the steering make a very loud rubbing noise. This might occur in hot weather as some of your vehicle's parts expand. The problem might be from the upper bearing on the steering column. Noise when turning the steering wheel at low speed. You must check the suspension or power steering system if your vehicle makes a noise at low speeds. Some suspension joints are broken down if there are popping, clunking or creaking sounds. They are supposed to wear out as time goes on since they take on the impact of road bumps and the vehicle's weight. Once the joint is damaged, the suspension components start scraping the connecting point, creating sound. Creaking noise when turning at slow speeds. When you hear creaking sounds while turning at slow speeds, it may be a result of dry suspension bushings. When it wears out, you may start to hear creaking sounds as you turn the steering wheel. Another reason may be that the jounce bushing is dry. In this case, whenever you turn at a slow speed, you hear a creaking sound. Plopping noise when turning the steering wheel. The plopping sound coming from your car is from the steering systems. Any problem related to turning the car mostly comes from this system since it is in charge of controlling the wheels. There are so many things that could trigger a popping noise, but to mention a few. 1. If the hubcaps on the steering system are loose, they will constantly wobble and create plop noises. The car will make this noise as soon as you start driving. 2. The plopping noise might also be caused if all your tires do not have the same inflation. When the car is running, it makes a funny sound, and it will not cost a lot to fix this problem. 3. If the constant velocity joint is broken or torn, the car will also make this annoying plop sound. This might even cause grease everywhere behind the wheels. In conclusion, the causes of various types of noise when turning the steering wheel while stationary. These are some sounds your vehicle can produce due to certain problems, and one common cause is due to maybe a result of low power steering fluid. If you start hearing any noise from your vehicle, it is advisable you take it to the mechanic, so it doesn't lead to bigger problems. This is all we've got in today's video. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and share this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.